This time, on the Highway Thru Hell, the Coke is hammered by a vicious winter storm.
Ooh, she's crashed pretty good. Hey, don't go under there.
With the crew knee-deep in snow and wrecks, patience on the mountain
Guys, get out of here.
runs thin.
You see me looking at something and going, we're in trouble.
Guys, jackknifing right now. There's gonna be a crash here.
But when a big truck carrying dangerous cargo crashes,
What's he got in there?
heavy rescue has to put the family fight on hold
He got nerves of steel, man.
and find a fix fast.
That was scary.
In the rugged mountains of the Pacific Northwest, there's a highway like no other. The Coquihalla is an engineering marvel. But when the weather turns bad,
Look out! It's like the Bermuda Triangle of truck accidents.
keeping the Coke open takes an army
When the highway shuts down, the world shuts down.
and a last line of defense.
En route.
A heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster. Because here, closure is not an option. On the steep climb to the summit of the Coquihalla Highway,
These vehicles must be out of here right now.
Mother Nature has unleashed a fierce winter storm. But a fleet of plows and sanders are refusing to let the blizzard take the mountain.
Once they get the canyon open, it'll be a lot better.
The few semis that have decided not to call it a night have chained up for battle and are pushing their way over the summit. It's a good night on the mountain. But down in the valley, where it's much warmer and raining,
We have an MBI involving the bus.
One bus and a semi?
a load of passengers just survived the scariest ride of their lives.
Eastbound or westbound?
The bus was ripped open by a semi.
5 Alpha 3, tell us update.
A lot of times when you get called out, you have no real idea of what you're going to.
Jimmy Davis en route.
The highway needs to be open in a hurry, so you just have to be prepared as much as you can when you leave the yard.
Chilliwack 5 Alpha to Jimmy Davis on scene.
You're the guy who's supposed to be the end-all to end-alls on that job site. And one thing I've learned in this business, even if you don't know what you're doing, you should look like you do.
Somebody call a tow truck here or what?
Holy. Wow. It looks like there's no real serious injuries here, which is amazing for what this could have been. The bus is ripped right open down the side of it.
The bus is in the middle of the highway. The overnight freight runs are at a standstill, and more trucks are lining up every minute.
Is it okay or not?
Tractor trailer, I don't know if it's towable or not. I'm not sure. I haven't really took much look at that.
This thing here, a guy could probably hook onto the front end and just take the whole works, right? What do you think of that?
Well, the bus still runs and moves, believe it or not.
Really?
Jamie has called out the entire crew, including his two most senior guys, Kevin Ritchie
Go back a bit? Yeah, right there.
and lead driver Adam Gazzola.
Well, these people are pretty lucky, really.
They decide to use a new custom-built low bed,
Beauty. Everything works.
like a rolling adjustable ramp. The low bed is designed to piggyback vehicles from a crash site.
Okay, now the next problem is getting it on.
Looking good. Keep going.
But hanging debris on the bus is putting a snag in their plans.
Oh, right there. Hold her there. Hold on there. Hold on.
Okay.
You know what I do?
A little bit to the left.
With only fractions of an inch to spare on either side of the trailer, there's no margin for error.
You got nerves of steel, man.
If Adam doesn't nail it, the bus could topple off and put a serious dent in the crew's goal to get the highway reopened.
us, highway will be shut down. We can't be fooling around here. It's got to be first class. Right there. That's it.
Less than an hour after heavy rescue arrived, traffic is moving.
The stuff that was stuck in the queue is now moving through.
Despite the big storm, the Coquihalla is quiet for the rest of the night. Calm, clear weather means fewer calls. But the heavy rescue crew doesn't kick back and relax.
When we're not busy, the main thing that we do is get equipment ready to go again. That's what we're doing.
This year, Jamie added a new rig, different than the others. It's a retired fire truck they've converted to carry supplies. They call it the Rescue, and it's Kevin's pride and joy.
I got everything you think you need for a rack. Chop saw, chainsaw, got a recip saw here. Traffic control equipment. Signs, accident scene sign, extra stop signs. This one's a little beat up. Absorbable pads, some oil booms, sockets, flares, fuel pump, hammers, torches in the back. Level 2 first aid kit, some hard hats, extra batteries, spare gloves, water, cups, garbage bag, coffee pot, paper plate, more water, hot cup of soup, my Visa machine, horn. Best part of the whole truck is that horn. I love that horn. It's my baby. I like it.
On maintenance day, even Jamie's kids are expected to pitch in.
I've got no water in the tank?
No.
Put your hat on, hurry up.
Can you give me a flashlight?
You need a flashlight? Wish I could be a kid again. All right, be careful.
But missing in action is Jamie's oldest son. 16-year-old Brandon decided that this year he wanted to learn the family business.
He asked me if I wanted to work one day, and I said I'll come to work.
I think he's done a pretty good job at it so far. I don't know if he really wants to make a career in this industry or be in it or not. I don't know where it'll go.
But this morning, he's still in bed.
He's upstairs here right now. I'm gonna go in and kick in his door and see if he's really serious about working or not. It's 11 o'clock.
Jamie, his wife Sherry, and their 3 young children live in a small home at the far end of the yard. Brandon wanted his own place, so Jamie built an apartment above the shop.
Brandon, it's 11 o'clock. You told me yesterday you wanted to work more.
Yeah.
Wow, what a dungeon you got going on here. How about doing house cleaning in here today? We'll build you a beautiful place here and you'll trash it out. So, you're gonna work then? Huh? So you have no ambition to make money? Should I charge you rent then? Then you'll get some, then you'll wanna work more?
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. Okay. All right. See you later. Can't just lay around all day and expect a paycheck to come in. You know, we meet people that are gonna come to work here in the morning and work all day. Oh, at the end of the day, maybe he'll get a little of this going on up there.
But Brandon isn't the only one Jamie has to keep an eye on.
Hey, Kev.
I have to kind of keep everybody in check a little bit. We've got chop saw blades, we've got gas.
Yeah, we got blades.
Where's the gas? I want to see what you're doing. I want to know, you know, you've got fuel. I want to know that the chainsaw's fixed and in the truck. We have to make sure everything is up to snuff. Because when you get out and you're 3 hours from home and you need something, it's got to be there. Kevin, where's all our lines for our fuel pump? We don't have much propane here.
Well, Adam just filled that not too long ago.
It's another thing that happens all the time. We go out on a job.
No.
The tank's empty.
When Brandon finally does show up to work, Dad notices he's sporting some non-regulation gear. Turns out, Brandon spent his paycheck on some new bling.
Jewelry, I don't wear any jewelry, and I don't believe that you should be wearing jewelry in our job. You see this? They're gonna hang up. It's like having a ring. It's compensation, right? Wear them at home, do whatever, but not here.
I can't take mine out though for like a couple months. They'll heal right over.
Why don't we just yank them out?
Don't do that.
I'm not joking. Go upstairs, take them out, and you can wear them at night.
I can't. I have to keep them.
When you're not working, you put them on, but not here. If you had rings on or something like that, I'd make you take the rings off too.
Well, I'm not taking them on. I haven't done that.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna take them on or not, but we'll see.
In this business, sundown rarely means quitting time.
Center, median, 500 meters before exit 170.
Just after dark, a call comes in to help a truck that's in trouble.
Damn. Okay, he's just backing down the hill here.
Kevin has already rolled the rescue truck. Jamie and Brandon are close behind in the new Rotator.
Must be up the road here north, Kevin.
It's a load of heavy plate glass windows bound for a new office tower,
Oh, it's dangerous.
and it's barely hanging on.
Yeah, I guess that's why the RCMP didn't want it falling on somebody or something.
Showed him well it was holding it. I said, I gotta get something done here.
Glass is so dangerous. A sheet could break and fracture. You know, you could get stabbed, you could lose an arm, you can lose a finger.
Hey, don't go under there.
Jamie has been called out to tackle a fragile situation. A 4-ton load of plate glass has come loose and is now leaning dangerously over the highway.
It's really, really lucky that it hasn't come right off. So that's what's holding it on, that one corner up there. That's it. Hey, don't go under there, buddy. Get out of there. That's 12,000 pounds. You're dead.
And Brandon's inexperience is showing.
He didn't get what was going on there. One little thing and he'd been gone.
Brandon may not know his way around a wreck yet, but Jamie has one of his most experienced guys on the job. Kevin's been told to slow down and divert the traffic to the far side of the highway, away from the glass.
We need to make sure that we warn other motorists that are coming around the corner.
This is the traveled portion of the highway here, and even a heavy truck coming by here jiggling this load, they could come off and hurt somebody. So we'll set up some lane closure first. We need to run that as best you can with some signs, with what we got with our signs.
Okay.
Okay, get the cones out of the truck. We want cones.
Kevin said you didn't want to.
In fact, Kevin has left the cones back at the yard.
Well, how are we gonna block this lane then without cones?
Fine, Jamie.
I'm gonna put the tow truck right in this lane.
Put it in this lane. Relax. There'll be 1 car an hour going by.
We need 2 guys flagging, one at each end with radios.
You don't have radios either.
Just do your thing. I got this hammer. Get out of my face. Just do your thing, okay?
Kevin comes up to me and he goes, don't you worry about it, I'm dealing with it.
Without radios or cones, controlling traffic will be more difficult and dangerous. But Kevin decides he's more useful working on the shifted glass. So he leaves Brandon to handle the traffic job solo.
Next thing I know, I see Brandon kind of standing in the lane, and he's doing traffic control all by himself with one wand. This isn't right, and I know it's not right.
Now don't move at all.
But for now, Jamie can't worry about his inexperienced son on the narrow 2-lane highway.
Really careful.
If the load shifts again, glass could come crashing down onto the highway. Jamie's plan to secure the load is to right the 3 skids of glass one at a time.
Be careful not to jiggle this thing too bad.
We could have some issues here if we don't play our cards right. You could either have the glass all on the roadway, or we could have the glass breaking into itself. It's pretty touchy.
But Jamie has the new Rotator tonight, and it's perfect for this precarious maneuver.
We could take these lines down to there and then just skid them out.
We've got 4 different service lines to work with, so we can pull at the one time, we can lift, we can restrain on the other side. It's the perfect equipment.
With the traffic diverted to the other side, Jamie is able to pull up right next to the trailer. and swing the boom of his rotator right over top of the shifted load.
Zed, we're good to go.
It ain't going anywhere now.
No, I don't think so.
Jamie's plan works flawlessly. And as the driver resecures the load, Kevin keeps a low profile.
A lot of things I can let slide off my back, not a big deal, but that deal was just out of control. I told him tomorrow morning, buddy, I'll deal with you.
The next morning, tensions are still running high.
I've been his right-hand man from day one here. If he can't rely on me, he gets disappointed and upset. I understand that. He ain't gonna bring it up again because he knows that I get it.
Hey, Kev, on this truck, we didn't have the equipment to do the traffic control. Like, you didn't have the radios, and you didn't have,
I don't think so.
Why not?
Don't even go there.
It's really bugging me, actually.
So what are you doing?
I'm just talking to you about it. Because we went to the job last night, right? Basically, in my mind, I'm thinking that you're not prepared, right? And I'm not trying that's bugging me anyway.
You know what? I'm gonna go home. So what are you doing?
I'm just talking to you about it. And I'm not trying to be a bugging me anyway.
You know what? I'm gonna go home.
I really have an issue with when we did there last night.
Jamie's headaches have shifted from managing wrecks to managing
I
people.
don't give a you know?
Kevin just walked off the job.
You know what? Go home then. I don't care.
Place. I didn't want to be humiliated in front of anybody, especially my guys. I think I do a pretty good job around here, and for that to happen, it pisses me off.
Guys with attitudes, that's probably my biggest pet peeve. That'll get you fired here quicker than anything else.
But Jamie isn't going to let the problems with Kevin ruin his day. He heads out to see the guys who will pimp his new ride.
I always make sure I stay whenever the trucks are getting deckled because this is a $4,000 to $5,000 job. Yeah, where it runs into the box, we're gonna have an issue there. I wanna be there every time they do them. You know, change something, move it up a little bit, and you have to be a little bit of a fuss puss to make sure things are the way you want it. I get guys coming up beside me on the freeway and go like this. You know, hey man, that's a nice truck. It's the J-wow factor. And you know what, I like that.
While Jamie takes a moment to bask in the glow of his new truck, guess who shows up?
Well, Gary put on the top.
We're gonna do up there.
Are you doing something?
We're gonna do bottom of it? Well, there's gonna be a heavy rescue on the top. Best thing to do with Kevin, I try to calm him down and get him happy. Once he gets over whatever his problem is or whatever we need to work out, we'll move on. I don't understand why you just threw your on the ground and said, I'm out of here. It's like you can dish it out, but you can't take it ever. You know what I mean? You're pretty good at telling everybody what their problems are.
I can take it. It's just that day was just a bad day.
Yeah, but you're good about telling people what, you know, what everybody else's faults are. And then if somebody goes to you and say, hey, you got a problem, you're like, I'm Kevin. I'm holier than holy, right? When I started talking to you about it, and you threw the chains on the ground, you said, I'm going home, right? I thought, what kind of an attitude is that?
You know, if you would have took me around the corner and talked to me, I would have been fine with it.
I think you're a lot ornery than you need to be sometimes. And, you know, anyway, that's where we're at with it. I mean, I'm willing to call it a day, and we can move on with life if you are.
I won't tell you to again.
Problem then, right?
Yeah, we'll just carry on.
We're happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. So I should have listened to him, and I just basically shrugged him off, and I'm sorry for doing it. We all got to work like a team around here. There's no I in team, right? It's all of us. It's all or none. Plan for today is we're gonna stock my truck and make sure I have all the supplies I need ready to go out on a job at any given moment. Oh, we're gonna get a few things. I got a list 2 pages long. Hey, Ray.
How you doing there, buddy?
Oh, Christmas has come early. When you get to spend the boss's money, it can be a little fun. You said shop, I'm shopping.
That's the last of it.
Oh, Jamie, I think you'll be very happy what we got.
30+ trucks all chaining up now.
As Jamie takes a spin in his freshly pimped out Rotator,
Go ahead.
he gets a call to help out a buddy who's working a job near the Allison Pass summit on Highway 3.
They've got a tractor trailer just about out of the ditch, and we're gonna go there and just assist with the trailer, get it out of the ditch, he'll tow it back.
It's the first big call for the 75-ton Rotator.
Trailers are really heavy, you know, they're 50,000 pounds a lot of times, so sometimes you need big iron to handle big iron. Ooh, she's crashed pretty good. Okay. Wayne's pretty safety conscious, and he, right off the bat, he warned me, he said, keep that boom away from there. These power lines are so powerful, they'll jump to your boom. We'd be dead people, so we gotta be really careful about power lines.
The tractor's totaled, but the well-worn trailer still seems okay.
What's he got in there?
Mining something, they didn't tell us what it is.
The goal is to detach the trailer and hook it up to a new tractor so the cargo can continue on its way.
Oh, they don't want to block traffic here, so we're going to try to work within the lane.
With 5 times more pulling power than a normal tow truck, Jamie's new Rotator should get the job done in no time.
The pad under okay?
The custom-designed truck came with all the latest accessories, including ice cleats.
It just digs right in the ground.
They're designed to give the Rotator extra traction when it's pulling. But Jamie hasn't had a chance to read all the manuals.
I think what they're supposed to do is go this way, and you're supposed to put a pin through them. So I think we could have screwed up one of them by not knowing how to put them on. Is that where that goes?
It might be.
It's called on-the-job training.
That's how you get most of your training in the towing business.
It's an old piece of trailer.
Did that thing plop out already?
Despite 75 tons of pulling power, the wreck refuses to budge an inch.
It's bending right here and in the back here.
The truck feels to me like it's hung up on a rock. No point in ripping the back end off the trailer when the front's the part that's hung up.
The plan is to use the second, smaller tow truck to help slide the cab sideways off the rock, allowing Jamie's Rotator to pull the entire rig backwards out of the ditch.
We're just gonna pull on both sides of the wheels. So with him pulling on one side and me pulling on the other, that should give us what we need to do. Another couple of feet. Okay. I'm done.
Now that it's free, Jamie has to lift the trailer off the tractor so it can be attached to a new truck.
Wayne said he's going to bring a low bed out for the tractor. It's so badly damaged. And what I'm going to do is take the front end of the trailer and hang the truck and get it over. He's going to pull the tractor and slide it out of the way for the low bed. Shouldn't be too bad of a deal really for us here.
First step in Jamie's game plan, use the Rotator to lift the front end of the trailer.
Jamie, your truck.
Jamie's new toy finds itself on the losing end of a wrestling match. The chains dig into a rusty area where the old trailer was patched up in the past.
All the cargo went to the front end.
Yeah, it is.
So that's
The crew would like to open the trailer up and see where the load is, but the owner has ordered them to keep the doors locked and sealed.
We have to get a big strap under here on both sides, and double shackle it together and get over top of it. But we still have huge closeness or proximity to the lines here, so that's a real issue.
Jamie would normally want to use a spreader bar, a kind of cradling system for the lift. But those power lines overhead mean he doesn't have enough clearance. So he must improvise and hope for the best.
See how sharp that is? That'll cut these straps like butter.
Get a mud flap and wrap it on the strap. Put them on the corner of the rail.
Kevin volunteers to go under the damaged trailer and retrieve a mud flap.
I'm feeling this is not the right tool for this job. Pry bar. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll just use some absorbent pads.
How's the sides on that thing?
Actually, it's not too bad.
The pressure is on to get the highway cleared quickly. But with a trailer this old and beat up, the odds are against Jamie.
Okay.
He starts the lift and crosses his fingers.
How's the sides on that thing?
For 5 long hours, Jamie has tried to wrestle a heavy, aging trailer out of a ditch. The highways department wants the road kept open. It's put Jamie in a tight spot under some power lines.
If you're not on the game, if you don't take care of it, it'll take care of you. Simple as that. You're only as good as your last job.
The wall just cave in? Uh-oh.
That just buckled the trailer.
A simple task has turned into a nightmare.
That whole trailer's because look at the back of it, the ripples.
It's not the way Jamie wants to build his rep with his new Rotator.
That's bad.
Because the trailer is now damaged, the cargo will have to be unloaded by a salvage crew tomorrow morning.
Keep holding it so it has pressure on it.
But Jamie can't wait. He's curious why the trailer is so heavy.
There's a lot of weight in that front end, way more than there should be. And now we gotta look in the back end, which we didn't really want to do, but we will.
What? Oh boy, don't we look funny.
That's a lot of weight there, man, more than you know.
Yeah, and it ain't centered.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14.
And how much they weigh each?
15.51 kilograms a box. It looks like gold. Cadmium metal.
Cadmium?
It's got a placard here.
What's the placard?
Skull and crossbones.
Poisonous.
Cadmium is a dense metal that's even heavier than iron.
Where that load ended up in the trailer after the crash, it was doomed to failure before we even started. You've got the best equipment, you've got know-how, you understand what you're doing, but it doesn't always work out.
What was supposed to be the Rotator's big debut is a disappointing bust. The drive home gives Jamie lots of time to think. And just a few hundred yards from the shop, Jamie and the Rotator have a run-in with a tree branch.
This big branch just hit me. I guess I should take it off the road, get anybody else, but what a deal that is. Those air cleaners are worth like $4,000 and the top's caved in. No, I'm going home to bed. I've had enough.
The next morning, Jamie's first priority is to relieve some stress.
Looks like the cow could use a little bit of hay because she's gonna have a baby pretty soon. This is kind of just easy on your mind, this stuff. Come on. Simple stuff. Believe it or not, it's the greatest stress relief just to come out and watch the chickens because they have a little pecking order and they have their own little group. They calm you right down. Like if sometimes I'm having a bad day in the office, I'll just come out here and watch the chickens. Come on. Take it easy, you guys.
Why?
Because
You might break.
falling hurts. I need time to be with our kids a little bit. We don't get a lot of time.
Yeah, you guys jump really high.
Do I? We're so busy that the place owns you. We don't own it. Okay, kids, I'm gonna go back to the shop.
No.
Yeah.
This morning, Brandon decided to beat Dad into the office to do some online research about the hazards of bling.
I want your earrings out.
Why don't we just yank them out?
Yesterday, Jamie ordered him to lose the earrings, citing workplace safety regulations.
When you're not working, you put them on, but not here.
I can't. I have to keep them.
Brandon is determined to prove Dad wrong.
Well, I'm just kind of like the first year here, right? The rookie, they're trying to bust my balls a little. Yeah. Trying to get at me, get under my skin. Doesn't bother me. I'm not going to take them out. This was in New South Wales. They're saying that a guy was wearing earrings and his boss requested he take them off, and he didn't take them off. And another employee that worked there was a female who also had earrings, was allowed to wear them. So they're discriminating against you as a male. How can they allow a woman to wear them and not men? If they're going to enforce that rule, then it should apply to everyone.
Jamie wants those earrings out. We all want them earrings out. We gotta pin them down and maybe grab my bolt cutters and cut those things off them.
What if you rocked right in here and you just went this? Your ear would come right off.
Why would I walk into that? It's still not going to
Why do I not wear any rings or jewelry, ever?
Yeah, rings, because if you're like working with
You
machinery,
take your finger right off.
Exactly, it's not going to take my ear off. I don't stick my ears in things.
I'm going to show you the act. I'll read it to you.
You find that rule.
Okay, we'll get
and
it for
make
you.
a big plaque.
I'll
make
go
a
up to
big
the
plaque.
compensation board and we'll find out why you got them in. Come on, go look in the mirror, buddy. What do you think of that?
I like it.
Huh?
His girlfriend doesn't even like it.
Hi, I'm the
Go find the
toughest tow truck driver here.
There you go. Go find the rule.
We'll start calling you Brenda.
Yeah?
Get at her, buddy.
Get them earrings off.
Get them earrings on her. By the time I get back.
If he finds a rule that says I can't wear them, I'll take them out. That's not happening.
Just after sundown,
Come on, boys.
a call comes in to pull a lumber truck out of a ditch.
Gotta head out up to Coke. Need all the help we can get tonight.
Jamie decides to let 8-year-old James Jr., Brandon's little brother, tag along for what looks like a quick, easy job.
I always went with my dad on the job, and as many people that are in this industry, it's family-operated business. It's generation after generation that have been in the business, and that's how it's learned. He thinks Big Brother gets all the action and gets to make all the money, so he wants to come out and make some money too. He wants to be part of the team and get out and do the job.
I'm not gonna help you.
Every time you go out there, you never know what to expect. Never. He doesn't come on very many calls, especially at nighttime. He doesn't understand what the road hazards are out there, right?
And in order that you protect them, probably the best way is to take them on the job so that they get it firsthand, job after job after job. Beat train load of lumber apparently went in the ditch. Adam's saying it's not that big of a deal, and Kevin's already halfway there. Well, the only family time we have because we're so busy working all the time to pay the bills, so here's this semi in the ditch up here now. That's what we're going to. Yeah, it's
Easy
a
as
big,
pie.
big little. Easy as pie?
Easy as making a pie.
Really? What do you think them semis do? Just jump out of the ditch by themselves?
No offense, but that's pretty small for a wreck.
Kevin has begun setting up traffic control.
Big hill, right? You might want 2 arrow bars on there.
Earlier in the evening, freezing rain fell on this area, and the road is slick with ice.
Some trucks coming down hot.
Come on, man. Come on. There's going to be a semi-accident here. Let's go, go, go. This guy's jackknifing right now. There's going to be a crash here. Wow. And here comes the plow truck. Can he not stop? Coming too hot.
Jamie has taken Brandon and his youngest son, 8-year-old James Jr., out on a simple call that's just turned bad.
This guy's jackknifing right now. There's going to be a crash here. And here comes the plow truck. Can he not stop? Hey, you guys, let's get out of here.
A patch of black ice has just produced a multi-vehicle pileup.
All of a sudden, Kevin's on the radio, watch out, there's about to be an accident. I see trucks coming out, I don't know what to do.
That was scary. I didn't know how close they were to my guys, right?
Kevin barely got out of the way in time, but James Jr. is nowhere in sight. A quick search around the trucks turns up nothing. Then Brandon checks the rotator and finds his brother safe and sound and asleep.
You go out on these jobs, and you bring the kids, you get back in from the job, and you wonder to yourself if you're leading them in the right direction.
It's good to know he's in here safe. Shouldn't be out there at 2 a.m. working up on the coke. That's sketchy, that's scary.
Hey, it's Jamie at Jamie Davis Towing calling. Hey, can you turn the Fraser Valley boys around? As soon as they left here, there are 2 or 3 semis piled up right behind us. Yeah. I don't know about injuries at this point. Is he okay?
The crew's safe, but the highway's closed.
I seen this guy starting a jackknife, you know, he's a small trailer. And then the other guy was slowing down, just bumped him, and then that was fine. And then the plow came and smashed in the back of the back guy.
I don't know why the plow couldn't stop, unless it's just too icy.
I was lighting flares as he went by me. It's just that slippery, Jamie. I fell down twice.
Yeah, just let them do that till the police come.
The cops are coming back. So.
Yeah, while the road's closed, we'll pull this guy out, okay? It looks like it's gonna be a busy night now.
With temperatures dipping to 20 below, every minute the crew spends outside is painful.
Brutal, brutal.
There you go, push it. It's already frozen, that's it. Okay.
But it's the life you chose. That's the business we're in.
The lumber truck that triggered the first call is pulled out of the ditch.
We're tired. This whole crew's tired to start off with.
But with 3 new trucks piled up and blocking the highway, heavy rescue still has a long, cold night ahead.
We'll just keep doing our thing here.
The first semi, a mail truck, is jackknifed.
We can't let the mail stop. Mail's gotta go.
They straighten it out, but a mud flap is jammed into one of the back wheels.
Good as new. Ladies!
The mail is on its way. But the semi who hit him isn't so lucky.
How tonight, eh?
The tractor is severely damaged. Jamie's team will have to tow this one away.
2 hooker or 1?
They rip away the mangled hood so they can hook up a tow line.
I don't want to scratch this guy's hood. He might get mad at me. It makes it easier for us to tow if it's not in the way.
2 hours after the accident, Jamie's crew clears the second semi, but the plow is still blocking the highway.
And as soon as he moves, I can physically just drag it, and then I can work on it on the side. Sounds good. Okay, won't be long. How did he get out of here? He must have smashed the window to get out.
Jamie needs to make sure the brakes are on so the truck doesn't take off as he straightens it out.
If the brakes were off, and I'm winching the truck around, and it rolls away on me, I look pretty stupid.
But he can't get in.
If you see me looking at something and going, I don't know what to do, we're in trouble. I'm not gonna waste no time trying to pull this door open.
The brake's on, but just then, the supervisor of the plow crew shows up.
I had to kick the windshield in to see if the brakes were on because the doors don't open. How did he get out of it?
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, I booted it in because I couldn't get in it. Both doors are jammed shut.
Oh,
the door does work.
Yeah. If you can't get through the window, you can use the door to get in there.
An easy job is turning into a long night. Jamie needed to get inside a wrecked snowplow to check the brakes, When the door didn't work, he tried the window. Bad move.
You did that.
Yeah, I booted it in because I couldn't get in it. Both doors are jammed shut. Oh, the door does work.
Yeah. If you can't through the window, you can use the door to get in there.
Okay, well, I learned my lesson, Stefano. I'll try the door next time instead of the window, okay?
Cold in here. I don't know. Who drives a snowplow in the winter with no windows?
You know, just once, I'd like to just take the winter off and go to Mexico.
3 hours after they arrive, Jamie finally positions the rotator to tow the plow truck.
Everything's just sheer ice, so.
All anybody wants to do now is get this thing over with.
I'd say it's a good minus 20 right now. I just want to go home to a nice warm bed. It's still in gear.
Piece of junk.
If we drag it and it fires up, it could push Jamie down the mountain. The truck is in gear still.
Sometimes you get lucky, but I'm not getting lucky today.
With the transmission locked, they can't get the plow out of gear. They need to detach the axles from the drivetrain in case the truck jump starts while they're towing it.
This is turning into a bigger deal than we thought. Could be an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to take all that parts out, especially in the cold weather.
Okay, well, let's just pull the axles then.
To get at the axles, they need to remove the hub covers. The temperature has now dropped to 24 below.
I'm cold and tired. I just want to go home.
And the axle bolts on the plow won't budge.
Things are seized and rusted, and especially on a plow truck because salt's corroded every part of that truck.
When tools fail, Jamie tries brute force. He gets one of the hubs loose, but he can't go on.
I could barely even lift my arm. Like, it hurts so bad. Truck from hell. Oh. I tell you, this thing's pushed me beyond my limits. My arm is just killing me. I can't even lift my arm.
You're pushing your body, you're pushing your equipment. Everything's being pushed to the max. You know, nothing is left. You got to do the job no matter what happens.
Exhausted, he turns the job over to 16-year-old Brandon.
Grab that. You're gonna have to swing this hammer. My arm is too sore.
Don't have to do a big swing.
The kid comes through and gets the last hub cover off.
I'm gonna listen while Jamie pulls ahead to see if it's out of gear now, and if it is, we're good to go.
That's got it, eh?
I think so.
Okay, good, finally. Okay, we're out of here. Okay, get in, Brad, let's go.
There is no second chance in this business. You're either winning or you're losing. And there's no, losing's not really the option here.
But tonight, father and son fought through it and survived another night on the highway through hell.
What a night.
Another day, another nickel.
That's good. It's good for them to get a grip on what reality is. And reality is you got to work hard. You gonna get up in the morning, do it again?
Yeah.
You manned up though. That's pretty good, isn't it? You made all your whole week's wages in one day.
Pretty much.
Not a good deal. Get a
Gotta
little
do
bit
it.
of sleep and
Gotta
you're
do what you
living
gotta
large, right?
That's right.
Buy some new earrings, maybe. Huh? Buy a new pair of earrings.
Yeah, buy some real diamond ones.
Next time on the highway through hell.
54150.
Heavy rescue is swamped with wrecks.
Holy moly.
I'm so tired, I got the shakes.
To keep up, Jamie brings in a rookie driver.
Chains are too long. Just hope he doesn't wreck nothing.
But there's no room for green in a whiteout.
I don't know what he's thinking. Wow.
And a fatality wreck.
Highways doesn't want us on the highway right now. He doesn't want anything interfering with these lower wires.
Pushes Jamie's team to the breaking point.